Once again, welcome to Leo's workshop. And today, before we clean up our shop with all the tools that's laying around and everything, all the wood, we're going to show you how to build a birdhouse. All you need is just a jigsaw, a skill saw if you have one. I like to use my table saw or my radar arm saw to make the job easier for me. Some nails, a square, measuring tape, and you're ready to go to work. Before you do anything, we advise you to always use your proper PPE, your personal protective equipment, before you do anything. You want to be safe at all times. We're setting up right here to make the cut for the roof. We want to make our measurement at 9.5 inches by 7. Now to set the degree for your rooftop, you can set it at any degree that you would like, from 15, 13, whatever you like. I prefer to set mine on a 45 degree. And now we prepare to cut the roof. This is our first cut, and we'll do the second one. And this is what it should look like when you put both of them together in the 45 degree. Now we're getting ready to cut the front and the back of the birdhouse. We want to set our table back in position, in the straight cut position, to make both of the cuts. And after we cut them, we'll take it to the miter saw. And the two front and back for the birdhouse, we'll make them 6.5 inch, 7.5 inch rather, by 6 inch wide. Okay, now this is what we're going to do right here. We're going to measure now at 7.5 inch, and you want to make your mark at 7.5 inch. Now you want to take your square. We want to put the blade down to just be safe and have a little space to work on. You want to take your square now, and from your 7.5 inch mark, I want to double check here and make sure I have the right measurement. 7.5 inch right here. So at the 7.5 inch mark, you want to place your square on a 45 degree and make a line straight across. And do the same thing for the other side. You measure at 7.5 inch, and at the mark at 7.5 inch, you want to place your square just like this in the 45 degree, and you make your mark all the way across. That will give you the point of your roof. And then after that, I don't know if you can see it right here, but after that now, we're going to go to the miter saw and we're going to make a cut. this little triangle piece, you want to make sure you keep that. What we're going to do is make a circle right there on the front of the birdhouse to go in. Okay, right here we're going to set up now for the two sides of the birdhouse. And the measurement for the two sides, you want to make it 6.5 inch high by 6 inch wide. So we're going to measure right here, and then we're going to make our cut. Okay, we have one more piece to cut out, and that's the bottom piece. You can make the bottom pieces wide as you want. Make 6x4. The first thing that we started cutting off was the roof, and we made the roof 9.5 by 7 inch, and then we done the two side that was 6.5 inch by 6, and then the last thing that we done was the two front. That was these pieces right here. We made them 6.5 by 6. And that small piece, triangle piece that we showed you, this is where we'll put a circle in there for the bird to go in. So we're about to cut one more last piece, and then we can start putting everything together. And with this piece right here, what you want to do is you want to cut all the ends. You don't want to shut the bird in. You want it to have air so it can breathe. So we're going to cut all the 4 ends to put it at the bottom so air can come in for when the bird makes its nest, so it don't get too hot for the bird. Our next step, what we like to do with this part right here, we usually like to stick them together and drill a hole through and through. But before you drill a hole, what you want to do is you can either glue them and then drill it, or put some brad nails through there, whichever one you like. Or you can turn to the back side of it. On each corner, you put a screw in there, and then you can drill both the hole together at once. And after I drill the hole, what I usually like to do also is drill a smaller hole where I put a small stick in the inside so the bird can sit on there, because I like to watch the bird sometime. It sits out there before it goes into his house. You don't necessarily have to do it, but this is the way I like to do it. So you can always build it how you want to build it. So we're going to go to the drill press, and we're going to start to drill both of the holes. The size hole that I usually drill in here, I use the biggest bit that I have, and that's size 2 1/8 inch wide, and that's the biggest size that you need. That's all that you need right now. And this is what it looked like. And that right there, you'll put this small stick. And this part right here, you don't drill it all the way through. Now it's time to assemble everything together. And we're going to start off with the roof. Get all my stuff together. Put some brad nails in there. I should have had this ready, but now I'm ready. Now, what I like to do with the rooftop, I like to put a little glue on there just in case it rains, it can stick real good together where no water go in the birdhouse. So I just add a little glue to it and just spread it on there. You don't have to do it, but we like to do it ourselves. And put it together. Got our rooftop. And then we're going to start putting these together. Where's my drill? What I like to do, I like to put screws in there because, after a while when the bird leaves, you want to clean out the house. So it's good to put screws in there instead of putting nails in there. And now it's time to put the bottom piece, and we'll put the last piece on here also. Okay, one more thing I forgot to tell you about before we put on the bottom piece is in the inside of the birdhouse, in the front part where the bird enter in. You have to take a sharp object, and you don't want to leave the surface real slippery so when the bird get in, it can't get out. So what you want to do is you want to like just scratch it up in the inside. Like put some gouge in there where the bird can catch its grip and get out of the birdhouse. So just put some good lines in there. Where it's going to look like it's destroying it, but really you're not destroying it. I wish I could show it to you how it looks, but it's all scratched up in the inside. That's so the bird can catch its grip so it can get out and not stay in there trapped. with your birdhouse, it's always easy to clean. All you have to do really is just the two side screw on both sides. What you like to do is just, I'd rather move the three bottom ones, and then you can just flip it open, and you can just clean out your birdhouse. There you have your birdhouse. Leo's Workshop. Thank you for watching.